Arsenal Football Club stand on the brink of history with the possibility of winning every single trophy there is to win in football, but chasing them are Manchester City, trying to break their hearts, to try to break their dreams and snatch it away from them, like they have done with Liverpool, like they have done with Arsenal before. But what are the issues Arsenal are encountering in going to the glory land, and what are the issues and how can we solve them? That is all I am going to discuss in this video. And basically what I have noticed first of all is that it cannot be a mentality issue anymore, because Arteta is too experienced, the squad is too experienced, we have the depth. Our players cannot give the excuse of being tired or being not prepared for a title race, because these players are not young. Everyone has encountered so many difficult situations, they have been in title race, so you cannot expect Arsenal to be mentally not prepared for this. What I find with Arsenal Football Club is that we play cautious football, and the problems are with our tactics. And a simple thing about Arsenal Football Club is they are too reliant on crosses. Even when Eberechi Eze was playing yesterday against Chelsea, not yesterday, on Sunday, whatever day it was, we have a tendency to have Eze and Gyökeres so close, and whenever Saka gets the ball in this position, the only option he has is to cross. There is no option when, as compared to when Odegaard plays, he occupies these sort of positions, and Saka can pass the ball to him. But when Eberechi plays, we have a tendency to make him a second striker. Trossard comes in the middle, and he has the share load of all the responsibility related to our creative play. And if Eberechi is playing and he is not your creative leader, he's not making those creative passes, then it is just useless. Because how are you making your left winger your creative lead, and your creative player who is playing your number 10, he's acting like a second striker? That is a 4-4-2 sort of a situation where you are dependent on Trossard for all your creativity. Saka is too wide on the pitch, and all he can do is cross the ball, and he has no relation with any player. Declan Rice keeps making runs, but that is to no avail, because he can also not pass well in these areas of the pitch. So that is the problem Arsenal Football Club are having, because they cannot control games like this. They are so reliant on Trossard that the moment Trossard does not see any passes, first of all, when Trossard comes here, he sees Eberechi is close to a position defender. Gyökeres is also close to a position defender. Saka is already always marked out of the game with 2-3 players marking him. So he does not see too many passes. So the only available passes are to fullbacks, and our fullbacks go inside, but they are not good enough. All they can do is cross the ball, and if Timber gets the space and he gets into the box, he's not a good finisher. So that is the actual problem Arsenal Football Club are facing. And for people who are adamant that, oh, the Havertz Gyökeres partnership was absolutely booming, and that is where the Arsenal secret to success lies, that is what will win Arsenal all the trophies. Let me make it very clear for you. The Chelsea versus Arsenal game in the Carabao Cup second leg, where we did not need to score a goal, it did not mean that we did not try, but we were so pathetic that it was actually worse than this Arsenal Chelsea game. This you can agree that we did not perform well, but that game we had absolutely nothing. And just the fact that Chelsea just give the open field to Havertz to score a goal against them again, that does not change the fact that that was also a dreadful performance going forward by from Arsenal. And if you talk about Sunderland, look at the field, look at the possession. 51% possession to Sunderland at home. It is actually terrible, and it shows that Sunderland had more control in the midfield than Arsenal did. If you look at even Leeds, that game, until Odegaard came, there was no control for Arsenal. They were absolutely struggling to get hold on to the ball, and they were not creating chances. And in the second half, Leeds started very well, and you can actually see a pattern where teams are dominating the second half, and you cannot excuse this on being tired, on being not being physically fully to the level you need to be, because you have a squad, and we have rotated throughout, and we have had injuries, but still we have had a lot of players who we could have either had an option to rotate or we actually rotated with them. So I am not taking this we are tired attitude. Like Saka was being told that I was being told that Saka is tired in the first few game weeks. How are you tired in the first few game weeks? I have no idea. But let's say he had international fixtures and everything, and he was tired. Fine. Declan Rice and Zoe Mendy have been tired since the 15th game week maybe, because they are playing every single game. Like, how can you be tired? Why is Caicedo not tired? He's playing every single game for Chelsea. Why is Enzo Fernandez not tired? Why is Erling Haaland never tired? Why is Bernardo Silva, who's actually older, quite older to all our players, why is he not tired? He's playing every single game. There are a lot of players who are playing every single game and they are still playing well. The fact that Declan Rice and Zubimendi cannot pass forward, they are not progressive on the ball, they set us backwards. It is because of them we are so timid, and it is a midfield issue. And obviously, when Thomas Partey was here, he used to do that. He used to fill the gaps. He used to make progressive passes. He was that player who brought the calm in the midfield. But Zubimendi and Rice, they are all action. They are all fully energized, beaming up and down the pitch. They are all the time full of energy and full of anxiousness and full of sort of too charged up for a comfortable game. Like they never sort of give you an assurance that it is going to be a comfortable game for you. They are always too quick in their actions, too aware of everything, and too scared of making a mistake as well. Declan Rice, with his recovery pace, he saves Arsenal a lot of times when we lose the ball. But we wouldn't lose the ball if our midfield had more control. So we would give away less counter-attacking chances to opposition if we have better control over the ball. The fact that we don't have that much control over the ball gives opposition a chance to counter-attack, and that is where the issue is. And also, one obvious reason where we give away the ball is because we don't have enough options in the middle of the pitch, so we cannot find players. So often I have seen that when we get a throw in, we take 2 minutes to get an option because everyone is standing off the ball. No one shows up for the ball when a player is going to throw in, and it is so frustrating for me because why are you not sort of speeding up the play? Why are you so relaxed that we have got a throw in? Like literally behaving like a mid-table club. But I don't know, I got frustrated as this video kept going on. But I am actually scared for Arsenal, and I don't know if Havertz plays with Gyökeres and it works. It works. I don't know football. I don't know how that works. Havertz is not the best technically. Gyökeres is also not the best technically. So even if you give space, you can afford to give them space. If Havertz runs makes space for Gyökeres, maybe he can score like he did against Tottenham. But I don't think against top tier Premier League clubs too many oppositions are going to give you that much space. Brighton will give you space. Obviously, they will try to play from the back. They will try to press you, so you might get space. But in most of the Premier League games, I don't think Havertz Gyökeres 4-4-2 situation is going to work. And I don't remember which club has lost control of so many games being a top tier club. Even when Chelsea used to have less possession, I guess under Mourinho, they had the control of the game. They never felt like they were out of control. Arsenal Football Club, as you see uh, these graphs and these possession stats where Brentford had 59% possession against them, absolutely dominated for the first 60 minutes. Until that, Arsenal had a one small phase of the game where they dominated, where Odegaard and Rice were playing really well. But except of that, the whole game was dominated by Brentford, and we somehow escaped. Wolves coming into the game in the second half and dominating, and then more and more. Tottenham also dominated the last phase of the game, although it was inconsequential. But even Tottenham could have got the second goal, and the game would have been on if that is not offside or whatever reason for which it was cancelled. So I am pretty worried about Arsenal situation right now and what is going on in the football club. But let's see what happens. We have to survive Brighton. We have to hope Odegaard is back. We have to hope Declan Rice is back very soon, and we have to just bear with it for this season, but next season I feel like we need to change our gameplay. We need to bring more technical ballers in the midfield. We need to deprioritize the physicality aspect of things and bring players who can actually combine in the middle of the pitch and who can play those brave passes and who are ready for ready to be a part of a team where we are comfortable with the ball in the middle of the pitch and players are making runs. And the players that are making runs are not always just fullbacks are stretching the pitch out, but our attackers are attacking the central area. So those things Arsenal Football Club needs to do, but for now I think we are just holding on to things. I hope we win the Premier League somehow. We just have to, and I am praying that we are a sort of team who are difficult to beat, because we have a really good back five with Declan Rice in front of our back four, and obviously Raya making absolutely incredible saves as well. Incredible saves as well. So yeah, I'm just hopeful that our defense holds on to the wins. Basically, I am not really hopeful going forward. Um Attacking wise, our team is not that good, and if we are a goal down, then I'm actually praying to God that somehow magically we score a corner or something, because I don't see the ability for these players to absolutely dominate a game and bomb the opposition with chance after chance after chance. I don't think I've seen a single game. And the fact that against Newcastle we actually played Ebreches and Martin Odegaard together when we needed a goal, and we ended up winning 2-1. And after that Arteta changed his mindset a little bit. We were playing positive football. That phase of the season where we beat Munich, Atletico Madrid, and we were beating everyone, we were looking absolutely flawless, like the best team in the world. We were actually very positive that time, and I don't know how we saw the finish line close, getting closer, and we got scared again, and Arteta was cautious again. So it is on Arteta. It is for him to actually stand on his statement where he said that
we're going to live and play with enjoyment, with a lot of courage, and with the conviction that we're going to win it.
So yeah, that is all I want to say for this, and let's see what happens next. I am hopeful that we win against Brighton, huge game again, and then we might see through the Premier League, because we do not have difficult fixtures, and nor do Manchester City, but they still have to go Chelsea away before playing us. So there can be a 3 points buffer, but if we draw points today, then it would be alarm bells for Arsenal Football Club, and I don't see a way back after that. So another crucial game. I hope we win. Brighton are a hot and cold team. You never know what they will do, but the I feel like they have enough weaknesses we can exploit. They will give our players ample amount of space where we can create 2 3 good chances and score goals of them. So hopefully we do, and I'll see you after the game. Bye.